In this video I'm going to be making a headphone stand as a commission for one of my viewers, and this is going to be my first attempt at doing a bent lamination. I'd start by making a clamping template for the curved shape that I wanted to create. I hot glued 2 scrap square pieces of 18mm plywood together to give me a thicker workpiece. I found the centre of the board and then used my beam compass, which I made in a previous project video, and I'll link to that in the description box below, to draw an arc shape. I then used a speed square to mark up straight lines from the arc to the end of the board to give me a U shape for the bent lamination. Then I marked up some 45-degree angles to cut away at the corners and also on the inside of the U shape. These would give me places to add clamps to, which you'll see later on, and then I shaded all of the waste material so I knew which areas would need to be cut away, and I made those cuts at the bandsaw. And these cuts didn't really need to be accurate. So here's what I had so far, and the next step would be to cut the U shape. And this cut did need to be accurate, so I took my time making the cut as close to the line as possible. At this point I added a few screws to the template just as an extra bit of reinforcement to make sure that the 2 pieces were held securely together. Then I went looking for some wood to use for the bent lamination, and I decided to use some of this hardwood. This was the stuff I salvaged from a local church refurbishment, which I talked about in my first ever vlog video. I set the fence of my table saw so that I could cut very thin strips of wood. I was aiming for between 1 and 2mm in thickness. I then set up a sacrificial fence using a block of wood and some hot glue, which would allow me to cut multiple pieces at a consistent thickness. This is a trick I've used a lot in the past, and it works really well, and it's much safer than cutting thin pieces between the real table saw fence and the blade. I made all of the cuts in 2 passes, raising the blade in between each cut just to take it easier on the saw because this wood is quite dense. And here you can see the pieces that I was left with. I decided I would use 5 of these pieces stacked together to laminate the U shape, and using my calipers I found that those measured 5.5mm, and I'd need to increase the kerf cut of my template in order to accommodate that thickness. So first I trimmed off a couple of millimeters from each of the straight edges of the inside part of the template at the table saw. I could then check that I could fit 5 pieces inside on both sides, and they seemed to fit snugly, which was perfect. Then I needed to make the adjustment to the curved part of the template, so I set my compass to the width of the gap at the straight parts, and then I could scribe a new line for the curve with the point of the compass referencing the previous cut line. I could then cut that away at the bandsaw. And then I had a nice equally spaced gap all of the way around the U shape. I made one final adjustment to the clamping template, and that was to add some small spacers to the bottom, and I did that just to make it easier to centre the lamination pieces inside the template. Here I'm just testing that the pieces would bend enough to sit inside the mould, and it looked like it would work fine. So then I added wood glue to one face of each of the thin strips, and I used a mini roller to apply it evenly. Whenever I use a roller for glue ups like this, I make sure to wash the glue off as soon as I can after using it so that I can reuse it again in future glue ups. Then I could place all of the pieces together and push them inside the template. I made sure it was properly seated and then used F-clamps to tighten everything together. I started at the middle of the curve of the U shape and then worked my way back, adding clamps on both sides. I left this to dry overnight, and then I removed the clamps to find that the glue up had worked pretty well and the workpiece was holding its shape nicely. The only problem I could see was that there were some small gaps around the edges, so I mixed up some sawdust and epoxy to fill the gaps. In hindsight, I probably would have used 3 layers of 18mm plywood to make the template rather than 2, and that probably would have resulted in less or possibly even no gaps. Next I could clean up the edges of the lamination, and I used a spoke shave for that. The edges looked great. They looked as if they were just one solid piece of wood. Using a knife blade, I could also scrape off any glue that had got onto the inside. I used a speed square to mark up where I wanted to trim away the excess at the ends, and I made those cuts at the bandsaw. Then I did some hand sanding just to clean it up. I then wiped on some white spirit just to see how it might look with finish applied, and the colour was much lighter than I'd hoped, so I decided to add a stain to it to darken it. So I mixed up some walnut stain with a bit of white spirit just to make sure the stain wouldn't be too dark, and applied it.
Put this on bangers. This is night Radio 1 again sometime soon.
I'll probably get it on my Spotify in a moment.
To make a base for the laminated U-shaped part, I pulled out some offcuts of oak. I glued a couple of pieces together to give me more surface area. Then I marked up an arc at each end as I thought the curves would look better alongside the curves of the U-shaped part. I cut those at the bandsaw and then I refined the curves at the disc sander before sanding the faces too. I wanted to cut a housing joint into the base, so I set my table saw blade height to the thickness of the U-shaped piece. And then I marked up the width of the U-shaped piece onto the oak base after centering them together, and then I made multiple passes at the table saw to form the joint. I used a chisel to clean up the joint and then did a test fit, and it was a nice fit. I mixed up some epoxy for this glue up because I wanted a quick set time so that I could get the project finished quicker. The final component for the headphone stands would be to hold the headband of the headphones, and for that I made some 45-degree rip cuts to some small pieces of oak. I then rounded them over at the belt sander, and this sort of thing is more typically done at a router table, but I managed to get good enough results at the sander. I marked up and cut the pieces to length, and then I glued two pieces onto the top part of the U-shape, ready to hold the headphones in place. After doing some final sanding, I decided I should also round over the corners of the U-shaped piece, so I did that at the disc sander. And then I reapplied stain to the areas that I'd sanded. I added my maker's mark to the bottom of the stands. For finish, I'd use some of my homemade oil wax mixture. This is available to buy both as an original formula and a food safe version via my Etsy store if you're interested in trying it out. There's a link to that in the description box below. And as you can see, it brought out the grain really nicely. I made two of these headphone stands, one as a commission and the other I'll put up for sale on my Etsy store. I'm pretty happy with how they turned out, although there's a few things I'd do differently if I were to make them again. Firstly, I'd have made my clamping template as thick or thicker than the width of the strips that I was laminating, and that should help to prevent any small gaps in the glue up, which would have saved me some time re-gluing and clamping those areas up. Secondly, I'd make the bases either a little bit bigger or thicker just to add a bit more weight, as at the moment they are a little bit tippy. They do stand up, so it's not a problem, but I think it'd be better if there was more weight in the base. This project took around 5 or 6 hours, and that was to make both of the stands. I really like the way that the stain popped the grain and added more contrast to the laminated part against the oak. The bent lamination side of things was quite enjoyable to do, and I didn't really find it difficult. It's definitely something I'm going to experiment more with in future. I think it's a really good way of creating interesting shapes. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already for more weekly woodworking videos. If you'd like to support the channel and get early access to my videos, as well as exclusive content, woodworking plans, and a credit at the end of my videos, you can do so by joining my Patreon page. There'll be a link to that in the description box below. Thank you for watching.